Most productivity systems fail because they treat you like a calendar entry instead of a rechargeable battery. If you end every day exhausted but crossed off a long list, you're managing time, not energy. Stick around for the next few minutes. First, we'll show 3 simple, practical moves you can try today to get more done with less burnout. No fluffy mindset tricks, real steps you can use between meetings, kids' pickups, and grocery runs. First, map your energy for 3 days. Set a phone alarm every hour. Rate your focus and mood 1, 5, and jot what you were doing. 2 minutes per entry. You'll spot patterns faster than you expect. Maybe you're a 9 a.m. problem solver and a 3 p.m. doomscroll victim. Second, schedule by energy, not task type. Block your peak hours for 160, 90-minute deep work sprint. No notifications, headphones on. Move routine emails, bills, and admin to your low-energy windows. Put those blocks in your calendar as deep work, do not disturb, and shallow tasks. Meetings okay. Third, build tiny recoveries into your day. A 10-minute walk, a protein snack, 5 minutes of paced breathing, or a 20-minute nap if you can. Think of them as pit stops. Refill the tank before the next lap. And yes, coffee helps short-term. Plan it to boost a high-energy slot, not to chase a crash. By the end of this video, you'll have a 1-week experiment to try. A simple energy map, a rearranged calendar, and 3 go-to recovery moves. Try them tomorrow. You don't need a perfect routine, just one practical tweak that preserves your focus and sanity. Why time management alone is not enough. Everyone gets the same 24 hours, but energy levels swing up and down during the day, and that matters more than most calendars admit. Scheduling 2 hours for focused work won't help if your body and brain are flat at that time. And meeting overload can drain you even when the clock says you're free. Think of time as the container and energy as the fuel. You can fill the container perfectly, but without fuel, nothing runs. This is why treating productivity as only a time problem leads to burnout, stalled projects, and a calendar that looks busy but isn't effective. Start by tracking your energy for a short period. For 3 to 5 days, jot down how alert you feel at a few points. When you wake, late morning, early afternoon, and before bed. A quick note like high, steady, crash works fine. Use those notes to find patterns. Maybe your sharp thinking is right after your morning coffee, or your creative bursts come mid-afternoon. Once you know when you reliably have more mental fuel, you can put demanding work there instead of shoehorning it into whatever slot is left. Label your tasks by how much energy they require. High-energy work includes drafting, problem-solving, strategy, and anything that needs sustained focus. Medium energy covers planning, editing, or meeting with clear agendas. Low-energy tasks are things like answering routine emails, filing, or setting up invoices. Put the demanding tasks into your high-energy windows and batch the low-energy ones into the predictable dips. For example, if deep work hits in the morning for you, block that time for writing and reserve a late afternoon chunk for clearing emails. Simple environmental actions help too. Close browser tabs, silence notifications, and do a 2-minute physical reset. Stand, stretch, sip water before starting something that needs focus. Protecting and restoring energy needs clear rules and small habits. Say no to meetings that could be an email, or move them to a time that fits your energy rhythm. Delegate or automate repetitive tasks. If invoicing eats your focus, teach someone or a tool to handle it. Build tiny recovery rituals into the day. A short walk between blocks, a standing stretch, or looking away from the screen for a minute. Pay attention to basics that actually change your baseline energy. Consistent sleep, protein at meals, and moving enough to avoid stiffness. These aren't magic cures, but they prevent avoidable drains. Be realistic and flexible. Energy management isn't a one-and-done trick. Reassess weekly. Keep the good habits that work and drop the ones that don't. If a day goes sideways, switch to low-energy tasks instead of forcing high-output goals. Think of your work plan like a bank balance. Budget energy intentionally. Don't assume you'll magically top up. Small, specific actions, tracking energy, matching tasks to your natural highs, protecting focus, and scheduling recharge. Make your calendar actually pay off for the time you have. 4 main types of personal energy. Personal energy breaks down into distinct areas that influence how you work, connect, think, and feel, and paying attention to each one gives you more steady performance than trying to squeeze more hours into a day. Think of them as 4 different batteries in your phone. They all matter, and one drained battery can slow the whole device down. Physical energy is the fuel for everything else. Sleep, movement, nutrition, hydration, and simple recovery. If you're yawning through meetings, getting headaches, or slumping in your chair, that's a physical energy warning light. Practical steps: prioritize a sleep window that you can consistently keep, even if it's not 8 hours. Aim for modest protein at breakfast to avoid mid-morning crashes. Drink a glass of water before you reach for coffee. And schedule 3 short movement breaks. 2 minutes of walking or body weight moves every couple of hours will keep circulation and focus up. When you're short on time, a 10-minute brisk walk before a difficult task boosts alertness more reliably than a second cup of coffee. Treat physical energy like a rechargeable battery. Charge it nightly and top it during the day with small, deliberate actions. Emotional energy powers motivation and relationships, and it's more about regulation than being positive. If small things make you snap or you feel numb and disconnected, your emotional battery needs attention. Use concrete tactics. Name the feeling out loud. First, I'm irritated. Set a 1-minute pause before replying in tense conversations. And keep a micro ritual you can do in under 3 minutes. Step outside. Press your feet into the ground. Breathe slowly. Build a short wind-down ritual after stressful interactions. 1 deep breath. 1 sentence in a journal. 1 quick check-in text to a friend. Those tiny habits restore emotional balance faster than waiting for a mood to improve. Boundaries matter here, too. Say no to 1 extra meeting each week and reclaim emotional bandwidth. Yes, it's okay to feel crappy sometimes. The goal is to prevent that low from becoming the default. Mental energy is your capacity for focused thinking, problem-solving, and decision-making. It gets exhausted by constant context switching, decision fatigue, and vague tasks. Fix it by clarifying the next action for a task before you start. Write 1 concrete step, then start it. Use short work sprints with a clear objective, for example. Draft the first 300 words or outline 3 bullet points. Then take a 2 to 5 minute break. Batch similar tasks together. Respond to email twice a day instead of every time a new message pops up. When possible, do your most demanding cognitive work during your highest mental energy window. Many people get this in the morning or after a movement break. If your brain is foggy, choose an easy task, then a high-value short task. Momentum restores mental energy more than waiting. Spiritual energy is about meaning, direction, and alignment. Not religious practice unless that's part of it for you. When you're going through the motions, asking, why I'm first doing this, helps reveal misalignment. Practical habits include writing a 1-sentence purpose statement and keeping it where you see it, selecting 1 task a day that connects to that purpose, and doing a 2-minute reflection at the end of the workday. What mattered, what didn't. Small acts that align with values, saying thank you to a colleague, choosing a task that helps others. Top up spiritual energy more reliably than grand gestures you never have time for. Treat this like a compass check. Minor adjustments keep you heading the right way. These energy types interact. One supports the others. For example, a short walk, physical, clears your head, mental, and can lift your mood, emotional, which helps you reconnect to why the work matters, spiritual. Practical scheduling. Map tasks to energy types. Block creative or high-skill deep work when mental energy is high. Schedule meetings that require empathy when emotional energy is up. Pick phone calls or chores for lower energy windows. Slot a movement break at the same time every day to protect physical energy. Try a weekly experiment. Swap 1 habit for a new micro-action and monitor how a single change affects the other energies. Start small and be specific. Replace 1 vague goal, have more energy, with 1 concrete habit, 3 5-minute walks on work days, or write 1 sentence about why today's work matters. Track it for a week, then tweak. No need for dramatic overhauls. Steady, practical changes are how these batteries stay charged. And when you slip, treat it like a low battery warning, not a personal failure. Recharge with a small, doable step and get back to work. Spotting your high and low energy hours. Human bodies run on rhythms. A roughly 24-hour circadian cycle plus individual chronotypes that push some people to peak early and others late. Many people experience a mid-morning high and a post-lunch dip, but patterns vary enough that guessing won't help you plan well. The practical move is to observe your own ups and downs rather than copy someone else's schedule. Set up a tiny, low-friction tracking habit. Use a paper habit tracker, a spare column in your calendar, or a simple note on your phone. Every time block, try 60, 90-minute slots while you're awake. Jot 3 things. An energy score 1, 10, what you were doing, and 1 contextual flag, caffeine, heavy meal, poor sleep, fresh air, or meeting. Do this for about 2 weeks so you capture workdays, weekends, and any variations. Short entries only. Treat it like speed dating with your day, not a diary. After you collect entries, look for recurring clusters instead of obsessing over single data points. Color code hours on a calendar or make a quick spreadsheet that averages energy scores by hour. Patterns will jump out. Wearable data can help confirm what you logged. Heart rate variability and sleep stages offer clues, but don't let gadgets replace your subjective notes. If your log shows repeated highs in the morning and lows mid-afternoon, that's a meaningful pattern. If it's inconsistent, look for external influences like inconsistent sleep, variable meals, or back-to-back meetings. Run small experiments based on what you find. Move one demanding task into a recorded high-energy block for a week and compare how long it takes and how good the result feels. If afternoons are low, schedule shallow tasks then. Emails, quick calls, or admin, try simple tweaks. 10 minutes of bright light or a brisk walk before a low period. Swap a carb-heavy lunch for protein and vegetables. Delay caffeine if it's causing a crash later. Test each change for a few days so you can see real effects. Keep it practical and forgiving. You're not chasing perfection. You're mapping tendencies so you can make smarter choices on busy days. A one-line daily checklist helps. Sleep hours, top 2 energy blocks, 1 thing to move into a peak next week. Think of your energy like a phone battery with variable charge cycles. Learn when it reliably shows green and plan your work around those zones. Small experiments, steady notes, and honest adjustments will teach you more than willpower ever will. Aligning tasks with your energy levels. Human energy rises and falls in predictable ways. A circadian rhythm shapes your day, and shorter ultradian cycles, roughly every 120 minutes, create natural peaks and troughs of focus. Some people are sharper in the morning while others get a second wind in the evening. That difference, your chronotype, matters more than the clock. Accepting that energy is a moving target lets you stop blaming willpower and start arranging work to match when you actually have it. Start by tracking your energy for 7 days. Rate how you feel every 90 minutes on a simple 1-5 scale. Jot what you were doing and note sleep quality, caffeine, and meals. A concrete example. Sarah, a project manager, discovered her energy hit 4-5 between 10-11 a.m. and again around 4-5 p.m., while she dipped to 2 after lunch. With that evidence, she stopped scheduling her hardest tasks at 2 p.m. Small effort, big return. Sort your task list into 3 buckets: high focus, medium focus, and low focus, and schedule them into your energy map. High focus work means writing a proposal, debugging code, or negotiating salary contracts. Book that into your peak. Medium focus items like client calls or planning belong in your plateau times. Low focus stuff, email triage, filing, routine admin, is perfect for the troughs. For example, if your peak is 9-11 a.m., block those slots for deep work and protect them with a short calendar note. Deep work, do not book. Simple labeling works better than motivation. Use tactical swaps and tiny rituals to shift or protect energy. Do a 5-minute ramp up before deep tasks. Stand, breathe, open 1 document, and write 1 sentence. Have caffeine timed so its lift hits your peak, not your crash. When focus wanes, take a brisk 10-20-minute walk or a short power nap if your schedule allows. Both reliably clear the fog more than scrolling social media. Break low-energy tasks into 15-minute sprints with a timer. If you must attend meetings during a peak, protect another block later to tackle the high-priority task you missed. Plan for imperfect days and interruptions with built-in flexibility. Keep 2 short reserve slots for high-priority work so an unexpected meeting doesn't ruin the whole day. Delegate or automate low-energy tasks where possible. Set canned email responses, batch invoices, or hand off minor items to a colleague. When energy is poor despite your best tactics, accept the output will look different and do the most important thing anyway. Progress beats perfection. Align your workload to your energy and your calendar stops fighting you like a sleepy alarm clock. Daily habits to protect your battery. Energy isn't the same every hour. Your mind and body run on rhythms that rise and fall. Notice when you're crisp and when you drag. Track it for a few days by jotting a quick note after key tasks, and then put important work into sharp windows. For example, if you spot a clear stretch after your morning coffee and before lunch, make that your deep work block. If your brain fog hits after a big meal, move routine admin there instead of creative work. Protect sleep like it's non-negotiable maintenance for your battery. Keep a wind-down routine that feels doable. Dim lights, stop doom scrolling, and choose one calming cue, such as a short stretch or a non-screen hobby. Start the day by getting some natural light and a glass of water, and pick a protein-focused breakfast, eggs, yogurt, or nut butter, to avoid the mid-morning slump. Have caffeine early rather than late, so it helps you but doesn't sabotage nighttime recovery. Breaks are not wasted time. They're the tiny chargers that keep you going. Stand up, breathe, or walk to fetch water instead of scrolling through social feeds. Use focused work windows and short, intentional pauses between them. Set a simple timer if that helps. After a heavy lunch, go for a brief walk or do light movement before returning to work to prevent the post-meal crash. Small habits add up. Trading one long sitting session for several short walks keeps circulation and focus steady. Decision load drains energy faster than a leaky app. Cut down the number of decisions you make each day by automating routine choices. Pick a few go-to meals, set a weekend outfit rotation, and use templates for common emails. Batch similar tasks. Make calls in one slot, answer messages in another, and guard a daily block that's meeting-free for your focused work. Learn a polite stock phrase for declining requests so you don't expend willpower crafting refusals every time. Protect social and emotional energy with gentle boundaries. Schedule short check-ins instead of open-ended availability, and be realistic with commitments. Say yes selectively and mean it. At the end of a busy day, use a quick reset ritual. Shut down your main device. Do something small that genuinely calms you, a walk, a favorite song, 5 minutes of breathing, and avoid trying to catch up on rest with marathon recovery sessions that leave you groggy. Treat your energy like a rechargeable device. Charge intentionally, avoid needless drains, and give it small, frequent boosts rather than waiting to power back up only once you're empty. Quick recap. Energy is the real currency. Notice when your brain is sharp and do your hardest work then. Save routine or low-focus tasks for your slump. Treat short movement, food, naps, and clear boundaries as deliberate recharges, not indulgences. Track your energy for 1 week, then match tasks to your peaks. Small experiments beat big overhauls. Try this. For 7 days, jot down your energy on a simple scale. High, okay, low, every few hours. Block 1 2-hour peak for your most important work. Schedule 2 10-15-minute recharge breaks, walk, water, snack, and 1 real break at your slump time. Say no, or delegate one thing this week that drains you. Example, if you write best between 9-11 a.m., protect it. Handle email at 2 p.m. when your brain is on slow simmer. You're not aiming for perfect, just smarter habits. Think of yourself like a phone battery. Top it up before you're at 1% off, and don't run background apps that eat your charge. No cape required. If one of these ideas helps, try it for a week and tell me which one in the comments. Fast wins help. If you want a one-page energy worksheet and a simple weekly template, check the link below and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. First, we'll walk through building a weekly energy plan and how to get your team to respect it. Thanks for watching. Go use your good hours well.